Well, we are going to get going. It's tied up 1-1.
Yes.
This is so important. The loser of this is out of BlizzCon.
The countdown has started. The game is loading. And we're going to see who is going to win in the rubber match between LiquidTeam Ret and Sen. All right. It's on. Over here in the bottom starting location on the map, Shattered Temple, we have somebody who may be engineering a comeback. He looks like he has so far from game number 1. Make some noise for Ret. In the opposite spot at the north of the map, in the red, we have our player from Taiwan, a legend. Make some noise for Sen.
Well, it is Shattered Temple. They are as far away from each other as possible. They're scouting in the same directions, so they are not going to find each other for a while. It's tied up 1-1. This is going to be a nail-biter.
Yeah, it really will be. Oh, gosh. You know, Sen against Ret. You know, I actually, Artosis and I both know these guys very well. They're very good friends. And we played with them a lot, so I can tell you they're very good players. And I wish they could just both go on, you know?
Yes.
Whoever they have to play against next, we just make it a three-way free-for-all.
Imagine that. ZVZVZ, Nesty, Ret, and Sen. They'd have to 2-versus-1 him. I think he'd still take it, though.
Yeah. All right, we have the Extractor coming up here for Sen. Different builds each time from these guys. Meanwhile, down here, nice timed out pull here for Ret. It's one where he's got the defense if anything comes to him, but he's definitely got the economy as well.
That's right. You know, when you get that gas after the spawning pool, your speed is going to be slower, but you're going to have those extra minerals to be able to get your hatchery up quicker. It's a pretty solid build all around, but Sen, he's opting for a little bit quicker speed here by getting the gas first.
Yeah. Now we have the Overlords coming over here. You know, in these spots, you never get to send the Overlord into the main, really, although there are some techniques. For instance, over here, you can actually have the Overlord hug the side of the map and then get behind the minerals and move in later on to see what's going on in the mid-game. But generally speaking, the Overlords will stay parked over, you know, at the expansion or locations like that. You know, Overlord positioning, of course, so important in StarCraft 2. Every little thing so important.
Oh, I guarantee you, Tasteless, these guys both know for their first 7 or 8 Overlords exactly where they're going to send it on the map. There are all sorts of locations that they're going to want to scout, places they're going to want to be to see anyone try to sneak in around. There's just, Overlords are so useful.
And we see some Zerglings up here, moving northward. When I zoom in like this, I feel it's like National Geographic, you know, like I'm in my helicopter, like following a bunch of elk. Now, at this expansion, we see Ren laying down a hatchery. And it looks like he's going to be going for the economy game before Sen. Sen, again here with the second queen on one base.
Also getting his hatchery just a tad bit later with the quicker speed. It's going to give him some map control. But Ret, he's getting the Baneling nest quicker, so he's going to be able to morph a Baneling or 2, and that's really going to keep Speedlings out of his base.
All right, the Zerglings now grouping up a Baneling's nest here. About halfway complete here for Ret. And, you know, it might be a little bit of a passive game here. Again, they're very far apart. So if you decide to attack, you better damn be sure that that's actually going to work. We already saw Sen probably learning from that previous game saying, okay, I need to be very careful here. I actually had a lead in game number 2 and bungled it. So I think, again, from both players, probably going to see pretty conservative play.
Well, Sen right now making a lot of Zerglings. Ret making some as well. In fact, he has quite a few right now. Really putting the pressure on. If he could kill that queen, it would be huge, but more Zerglings of Sen do come down and force him out.
I can't believe not a single Zergling died in that exchange. So he manages to get out there. Of course, there's something that's great to do in Zerg versus Zerg is to connect your main to your expansion here with the creep tumors.
Oh, yeah, it's just so useful. You can get those queens down to the ramp. A couple queens block a ramp for a very long time against both Zerglings and Banelings.
All right, another engagement here in the middle of the map. Both players with their Zergling speed. Ret just trying to chase down Sen. He's going to have to be careful that there are Banelings here.
Oh, and one of them does not really do the job intended for it. We do have a little engagement in the center. Some more banelings coming up right now for Ret.
This is where this matchup becomes very delicate, very fragile, as we see. Only 2 there for that baneling. Ideally, you'd want to get 5 or 6 or more. And
Sen.
C is chasing down this one baneling. He wants to try to kill that baneling off with just one. That makes it not cost efficient.
Ooh, Sen making a lot of Zerglings still before any more drones. In fact, throwing up a spine crawler as well. Very interesting. He's going to have many less drones than Ret at 28 against just 24, which is a big difference in this, but a lot more Zerglings.
All right, the baneling's now moving out. And again, it's got to be very careful in this situation. It's a moment where one baneling, if it gets enough, is he actually going to get rid of that baneling? And he does.
Ret right now truly out-microing Sen, really targeting down those banelings. Again, if you trade a Zergling or 2 Zerglings for a baneling, you have gotten way the upper hand on that.
Yeah.
Gas is just so much harder to get than minerals.
Yeah, and that's the whole center point of this game. Also note in the supplies are Liquid Ret with a slight lead. Let's see who has more drones. It is 27 to 28, so not too much of a big difference.
Well, both of them continuing to drone, continuing to make banelings as well. And oh my, what? Oh, weird move there by Sen.
Yeah.
Definitely could have killed off a lot of Zerglings with that baneling. In fact, some drones are coming out.
Yeah, I think that was a miscontrol there.
Well, you know, when a drone is carrying Vespene gas, it kind of looks like a baneling wannabe.
He's trying to trick him or something. All right, so the banelings continuing to move southward. And
notice that beautiful kiting and almost Ret just keeping on top of that. So beautiful play here by Ret.
I cannot emphasize how hard what we're seeing these players do is.
Ret just being so efficient with his Zerg.
That was the one.
One misclick.
That changes everything.
That's right.
And now the baneling heading downward. It's only at 3 HP, though. The Queen takes it out with ease.
Few Lings running into the main base of Ret. Going to get some very nice scouting on. Seeing a Roach Warren is on the way, as well as an Evolution Chamber going.
Oh, my God. Banelings coming down here. Are they going to hit these drones?
Sen with a huge move. Now 41 drones to 33.
That was huge. And it was brilliant, really, what he did. He had those Zerglings running around inside the main. And, of course, you know, he's thinking, I don't want to lose any drones. Be careful. Meanwhile, the real action was down here at this expansion. And with that happening, Liquid Ret is going to go and try to destroy the destructible rocks over here at the gold base.
Well, I think Ret might be in trouble. He's down 20 supply, but that's not why. Right now, we see that Ret has gone for a layer. He's gone for 2 evolution chambers, and then he lost a few drones. So when you put that all together and look at what Sen is doing, he's waiting for +1 range attack to finish. He's building a ton of roaches. So he's going to hit a very strong timing attack. And with 2 evolution chambers, plus teching up, plus taking a little bit of economical damage, that all adds up to Ret dying to this timing attack.
Yeah, I think you're right, Artosis. Sen, you know, again, guys, this is what I was talking about. It's like that one good baneling hit, and now, you know, we have somebody who's in a massive lead. Now the supply really kicking in 95 to 76. Actually, now Sen just surpassing 100. And we would.
Spine Crawler trying to get the Selnaga Watchtower.
This is the Spine Crawler that ran away from home.
It's like, I'm sorry, Spine Crawler. You actually can't activate that.
I'm running away. Okay, so he's actually going to move the Spine Crawler all the way down here and just put this on his crate.
This is something Sen has been known for since early in the beta. He loves to bring Spine Crawlers with him.
This strategy is actually badass. I love this.
Absolutely. He's making a lot of banelings as well.
Oh, man. Can Ret be ready? Ret.
I don't know if he's going to be ready.
Retty. All right, here comes the Spine Crawler. It's burrowing. There's no turning back now. Sen will commit at this point in time, but the banelings are getting stuck in the back. Now they leak in to the front.
Oh, some nice baneling detonations, hitting a lot of roaches, but Sen still has so many behind that aren't moving forward. There you go, doing a lot of damage with those. And in fact, Sen with so many more roaches right now, it looks like Ret is not going to be able to recover here.
An incredibly sexy attack there by Sen. I mean, he threw everything at him in the kitchen sink, and I see zero way for Ret to recover. The game is essentially over as Ret has been basically defeated here by Sen. As you can see, Sen continuing to streamline more and more units here. You generally make Zerglings in this situation.
That's right. Your opponent going to keep making roaches. You may as well. They rally down very quickly to help out the roaches that you have left over. And GG!
GG. Damn. That.
Ooh. I tell you what, man. Sen is just so on the ball. I would not be surprised to see this guy right up till the end of the tournament.
Yeah. I love the spine crawler, by the way, at the end. We do not see that enough. And you know what? It actually makes sense. If you're like, okay, I guess I'm in a pretty big lead right now. I can probably kill him in a minute and a half, 2 minutes. Yeah, just uproot the spine crawler, send him that way.
Yeah, and he sent it way ahead of time, so it was timed out to hit at the same time as his roaches.
Yeah.
Sen's understanding of this game, of this matchup, of how to react in every situation is why he is such a star.
Yeah, he is truly a legend. And, of course, Ret did play very well as well. But, you know, it's a tough matchup, Zerg versus Zerg, when, you know, one Baneling, it's, you know what it is? It's like a tightrope walk of a matchup, and that's pretty tough. It's pretty unforgiving. So, yeah, great Zerg versus Zerg. I think better than our first best of 3. I'm looking forward to casting some more games for you guys at BlizzCon. By the way, the GSL finals will be going on tonight, so definitely join us for that. It's going to be sick, man.
Oh, absolutely, man. I am so excited about that. In just a second, we're going to have Sen come out here, and when he does, we're going to have to make a lot of noise.
Yeah, like we
let him know how good he is.
We can't close this out yet because Sen will soon be coming out of the booth when he's packed up, you know, his keyboard and everything else like that. So sit tight because I think we really ought to give, you know, a really big, loud cheer for Sen for advancing and getting deeper. As this story unfolds at this esports tournament, we're going to see who's going to be the winner pretty soon, by tomorrow, actually.
That is
and
right.
These guys are just not coming out of the booth.
I think someone's going in to grab him.
We got him.
Now. Get out here, Sen. We want to cheer for you. You're such a hero.
Yeah.
And a great person.
You know, he's a really nice guy. He's really smart. And, you know, those strategies, they were so calculated. So
while we wait for him to get ready, it might be time to take a look at the loser bracket and see what's going on there. Let's go ahead and take a look at that graphic. But here he is, Sen. Sen, come here.
Sen, don't leave
what are you
yet.
doing, Sen?
All right, here we see the losers bracket on our screen. And now,
everyone give it up for Sen.
Make some noise for Sen. A well-deserved win, Sen. Congratulations. And good luck to you in the rest of this tournament. All right, that does it for Tastes and Artosis. Artosis and myself. But we'll be back soon with more StarCraft 2 action here at BlizzCon. We're actually going to throw him to the stage. So we're going to have an interview for him in just a minute. But, yeah, so stay tuned, guys. We're going to have an interview with Sen in just a little bit.
And for now, we're going to look at the loser bracket.
Yeah, please, go ahead.
So let's bring up that graphic once again now that we've cheered for this wonderful guy, Sen. And here, let's go take a look. Tasteless, take it away.
All right, so as you can see, Naniwa getting pretty deep into this tournament. And he's going to have to face off against Damaga and Todming. Meanwhile, Sen is going to have to go up against Dignitas Killer here.
Ooh, another ZVZ for Sen. Can he keep it up? Killer already showed he's very good at ZVZ by taking out Chef. Yeah,
he's solid. And you know, we've already seen so many good players go down, not just players like Chef, Moonglade, you know, all these great players. Loner, of course, old school Chinese Terran player. And I don't know, man. This.
Thank you, Tastosis. I am here on the side stage with Sen, ladies and gentlemen, the man who has continued to advance through the lower bracket. Now, Sen, in that last game, you made the huge push with the Roach Baneling. Did you feel like you were all in at that moment, or did you feel like you had the edge?
最后一波，你觉得是凹脸还是你觉得有优势一下？我觉得那算 all in 的，对啊。I think it's kind of all in. Yeah.
He thought that was an all-in strategy by.
Well, you do have Dignitas Killer as your upcoming opponent. Do you know much about his play style, or is there anything specifically you're trying to prepare for in that match?
下一个对手是 Killer，你对他的风格有了解吗？还是？
Actually, I never played this guy before, and I didn't see any replay or VOD of this guy. But I never mind. I'm very strong, so I will just play my style.
And of course, since there are so many people here from all around the world, all of whom know all about you, Sen, is there anything you'd like to say to all your fans today?
I try to show more good game for everyone. Thank you.
Congratulations to Sen, who continues to tear his way through the lower bracket. He will be up against Dignitas Killer. Whatever you do, do not go anywhere, because coming up next, we have Killer versus Sen. I will see you then at BlizzCon 2011 StarCraft 2 main stage.